Hello, hello, good morning. What a pleasant, beautiful. I trust you had a wonderful weekend. Now, as you know, Monday mornings, I usually like to do what I call Food for Thought Corner. And today I'm going to take it a little bit different. The thought that I had was never to, the old expression is never judge a book by its cover. So I want to do a little bit of that and how we misread, misinterpret children, adults, and friends. But before I get going on that topic, I want you to please click on the link that I will put in the description on my YouTube channel, and remember to subscribe. Every week I'm asking you, because your subscription, your comments, you sharing my video help me to know how well I'm doing, and I really look at those numbers. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this video. Now, we have a way of always misreading, or we think we know someone, but what it is really is a form of judgment. We constantly think we know everything. And I'll tell you what brought me to, we have lots of teenagers out there doing something. And something recently happened to a friend of mine that she's totally flabbergasted, is that she has a teenage daughter and she is very strong opinionated. Sorry if you hear me saying this for the first time. And, she's always certain that she knows the mind. She knows what the girl is doing. And I would say sometimes to her, we as parents, we tend to we want the best for our children. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we also have to keep an open mind as to the world, who we are, the character of our children, the character of their friends. Because you have to know that we are only with our children, I would say, about 6 hours of a 24 hours day, because they sleep 8 hours. They have at school, they have a whole set of peer influence out there other than us as parents. So we also have to look at that and examine as to where they're going. And I'll tell you what happened. I gathered a teenager. She thought she had her, down pat, know what she was doing, only to find out that she was, I think, 4 months pregnant. And she is livid right now, because how could this have happened? It would have never happened. What did she do wrong? And the blame game, everything come in. And then she starts to feel maybe she wasn't a good mother, or they weren't good parents. But sometimes as someone once said, you make a child, but you don't know, but you also mold them. But then they do have their own spirit of their own. They have many outside influences out there. So you really can't know exactly. And then I think what sometimes we need to do as parents is sometimes to step back, stop misjudging. Stop trying to read the tea leaf. You can only read, I would say, about 70% of someone. And that requires even your siblings. It could require your own children, your boss, your friends. We sometimes seem to think that we understand and we make the minds of others, but we doesn't necessarily mean that. Everybody has come with their own spirit or their own time. You may misread your children. For example, something just happened to even me personally, where, you thought you understood your child that way, and then only to find out that it's not. You wish they would think that way, but they think the other way. But then you just have to say, you know what? Everybody has a mind of their own. Everybody get to think of their own. You just have to make sure, as when you have your children, that from a very early age you plant that seed and you water it. Whether you water it with good ethics, strong ethics, it does grow into something wonderful. But at the same time, there are times that things are not going to go the way we want it to go. Now, don't you hate when someone misjudges you? Because they're also, apart from us misjudging and misreading the tea leaf, it's very much on you. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people out there walking around thinking that they know you. They think that they understand you, and they don't take the time to read the tea leaf of you. And I know personally, I usually get very hurt in the early when I would hear, or someone said, "Oh, you're like this." And then as I grow spiritually and as I mature, as I say, like fine wine, you recognize that once you know thyself and once you stand on God, it does not really matter. Once you do the right thing, you know right from wrong. It doesn't really matter if someone misread you or misjudge you, because the world is a world of everything we think we know, everything we like to point the finger at someone. We're quickly to judge someone. So why do you think that you're doing it, that someone cannot turn around and do it to you? And so once you are solid in who you are, it does not matter if someone else thinks of you somewhere as someone else. I mean, I don't mean for you to be totally hypocritical if you're a bad person and you know you're a bad person, but if you know that you stand solid in who you are, it really doesn't, at least in my case, it really doesn't matter, because it is a world of judging. It's a world of people misreading who you are. It's done on both sides. We do the misjudging, and other people do it back to us. So this morning, I just wanted to say, look, let's accept each other for who we are. Let's continue to love God and love people, and everything in life will work out just fine. Stop trying to predict everything. You cannot do it. You cannot predict the mind of your children, the mind of your husband. Only 70%, I would say, maybe, and 70% is very high, where you can misread or judge that book. So once again, before I leave, don't forget to subscribe and share your comments, and do have a wonderful, wonderful day. And remember to share a smile with someone today.